Wetsus is an international research institute in which companies and knowledge institutes cooperate in order to develop breakthrough technologies in the field of sustainable water treatment. The collaboration between over 100 companies and universities in Wetsus results in innovative solutions for the ever-growing water problems in the world.
For water treatment you need many know-how disciplines and cooperation between all these universities, but also between all these companies which are active in this field is required. And only by this cooperation, this joining of forces, this synergy, it is possible to come to these breakthrough innovations that the world needs. So our vision is that we have to facilitate this and enable companies and universities to actually find each other and come up with solutions.
The program of Wetsus focuses on developing solutions for the global water crisis. Cooperation between know-how disciplines is crucial in that regard. Wetsus connects science and entrepreneurship. Companies from the water sector define Wetsus research projects, while the research is carried out by European top universities in the laboratories of Wetsus. The research projects result in inventions which return to the companies in the form of patents. Companies develop these patents further and introduce the new knowledge into the marketplace, and with that, into society. This way, new inventions are quickly translated into applied technologies that create a better world.
My passion was the separation of wastewater streams so that we can treat water in a different way, so we are more efficient, we are recovering resources from wastewater, and the opportunity to do that was at Wetsus. So I didn't have to think it twice, I just come.
The research in Wetsus leads to new technologies and new business, but also to impressive scientific results. For instance, the scientific papers published by the Wetsus researchers are quoted 5 times more often than the average papers in this field. The cooperation between various scientific disciplines leads to cross-fertilization with new insights between the researchers and their supervisors. The results are new creativity and out-of-the-box ideas.
We are very well known for our blue energy project, and that is a technology where you mix fresh water and salt water to make electricity. Another project is the black water project we did in Snake. So we helped the company to develop a treatment technology if you separate toilet water from the rest of the household water. And in this way you can recover phosphates and energy. And this is a very successful project because they are upscaling it now to about 200 houses, and there is interest of that from all over the world.
14 companies active in the water technology field are located in this former church. Most of them are startups, often based on know-how developed in Wetsus. These knowledge-intensive companies are likely to become exporting companies in the near future. The Water Alliance is also located in the church. In this organization, related companies, know-how institutes, and governmental bodies cooperate closely in the operation and formation of a water campus. This campus will become the focal point of the European water sector.
I think the synergy between those companies, meeting each other informally but also formally, is very important to develop your technology into a product and to find a market quickly. Time to market is essential, and when you're, let's say, out there on your own, you have to find it out all yourself. And here, with 14 colleagues, you can chat, you can ask, you have meetings in order to solve maybe minor problems, but problems that are for an entrepreneur can become major if they don't find the answer.
The companies in the church develop and market technologies which typically have their origin in research from the Wetsus laboratory. To help these companies get a good start, Wetsus provides dedicated coaching from its extensive network. Also, facilities to match venture capital and business ideas are in place. In addition, a dedicated water technology research infrastructure is available for the entrepreneurs. As part of this, unique demonstration sites are available for scale-up research and for demonstration of new technologies to customers. For example, blue energy.
In this setting we have the availability of 4 kinds of water. We have got very salt water, brine. We've got seawater from the Wadden Sea. We've got canal water, and we've got very pure water, condensed. And these 4 types of water, they are perfect to test blue energy in practice.
We do research to improve our system so that we can deliver more power, and that's the ultimate goal. Scale up the process and make a power plant that is delivering energy to households and companies.
It is important for Wetsus because our main goal is to develop new technologies. And with these kind of demo sites we can facilitate the introductions of the new technology to the market. In fact, we want to accelerate that introduction.
Wetsus is located directly adjacent to the church. This way, the literal and figurative distance between the entrepreneurs and the researchers is kept to a minimum. The water campus is set up in a way that leads to the frequent planned and unplanned meeting of minds. This stimulates the exchange of ideas and know-how. Synergy is the result. Wetsus is developing into the European Centre of Excellence in the field of water treatment technology. Besides its activities in the fields of research and business stimulation, Wetsus is also active in education and talent development programs. Much of the developed know-how and new insights are housed in the minds of the students and researchers active in the program. They are a crucial link in the transfer of knowledge from the laboratory to companies. The multidisciplinary background of the Wetsus researchers further adds to their attractiveness as professionals for the water sector. Wetsus not only focuses on PhD students, but also on master and bachelor students.
We have our own master education, our 2-year master education, which is also focused especially on European talents, and to create in this way some kind of talent mobility in Europe, and to get all the talents on one spot. And we also have master thesis students, so they come from other universities and only do the research project here. And Wetsus is very popular because of our very good equipment and the freedom the students get to do their own project here. And so we have about 100 of them per year.
Water technology is introduced to youngsters in dedicated programs at primary and secondary schools. They learn about the importance of sustainable water solutions for drinking water, energy and food.
Well, Wetsus thinks it's really important for young children to be inspired with water and water technology, so that they know more about it, and maybe when they're older that they can also do something in the water technology business. And we think that with experiments and a lot of fun things that they can remember that when they're older and have to make a choice.
The shortage of safe fresh water is a growing global problem. Finding new water sources, cleaning wastewater, preparing drinking water, and the reuse of water will therefore always be important themes in the Wetsus research program. Sustainability remains the starting point in the innovative cooperation in Wetsus.
In the future, you see some problems that come back all the time. One of them is the difficulty to remove the very tiny concentrations of medicines and pesticides and personal care products. And that is important for water reuse. Another thing is to remove salt from water, as well for seawater desalination, for bringing fresh water into areas which have no water of their own, or the reuse of water in which salt accumulates. And another thing is recovery from valuable things from water. And at this moment, phosphate is very important. Another thing, of course, energy. There's a lot of energy in water. How can you get the energy out of the water again and use it as renewable energy?
What the world needs is cheap and sustainable solutions to basically convert the available water that we have into safe, usable water. So, for instance, for desalination, or to treat wastewater, or to produce safe drinking water. So there's a very big societal threat that we want to face with this program.